guys? Welcome back to the Stephen Connor Show. I'm Stephen Connor. I'm here to give you a show. We're fresh off of Jey Uso passing out against Gunter. This was not expected. We all expected something big to happen tonight on the Raw after Money in the Bank. It's the feeling you get after the Raw on WrestleMania. However, what happened, we did not expect. One person I know called it some BS, but he called it. We'll get to him in a second. But Antonio, how do you feel about Gunter winning the world title?
I feel aggravated. He shouldn't have won. Jey Uso should have retained it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Alrighty, right then and there, Mike. How you feel?
Well, I called it at first. Okay, I literally called it. I just said Gunther's winning this, and then we're setting it up for Gunter and Goldberg, because apparently that's where we're headed. Gunther going to fight Goldberg between here and August somehow, somewhere. Y'all didn't want to believe me, but that's the way those apples fell. It was a straight curveball. I always love to see those curveballs be thrown and be thrown at the people. So, and I look for those things. And it was a great curveball, but it would have been cool to see maybe a cash in. Maybe not on Jey, but maybe Seth didn't want that. Maybe he wanted to do a cash in on Gunther. You know, there's backstage stuff that goes involved in stuff like that. You know, instead of having him go after a good guy, he can go after another bad guy. So that might be a good perspective, maybe that y'all missing, or maybe.
So
I'm not saying that the key thing there, but it's just an interesting another way of looking at something that we just saw, that we may not have liked or we have liked. So that's my take on that.
So you think he should go after John Cena, is what you said. Seth Rollins. You just said maybe he don't go after the good guy, maybe he go after the bad guy.
No, he's going to stay going on the world title. He's focused on that. So he didn't want to cash in on Jey. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he said, we got to take the belt off of Jey so I can cash in to get that belt. You know? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You got any thoughts on it? Alright, Huck said he ain't got no thoughts, but that's our live reaction to Jey Uso losing the World Heavyweight Championship to Gunter. I thought Jey Uso was going to be a transitional champion. It's proven right. I can't believe this is how it happened. Like I said, expected Goldberg. Every time we expect Roman to return, he doesn't return. So when is Roman going to return? Where does Roman fit into all this
He ended up disappointing us.
We have so many questions that are still not answered. And hopefully we'll get them answered in the next few weeks. WWE keep giving us swerves. You know, they make something obvious and they don't do it. Except for with Seth winning Money in the Bank. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Full review of Monday Night Raw up tomorrow. All right, y'all. Be good people. Peace.